Hello everyone, and welcome back to Steam Stab! And today we're playing The Binding of Toad. I'm just gonna wait for a reaction.
You know, I would do Toad's voice, but just seeing as I'm already sick, that will that will literally kill my throat.
I'm literally playing The Binding of Toad, though.
Oh,
It's a mod for the game. Where you play as Toad. It's great.
Wait, so it's not a character you can unlock, but just a modification?
Yep, it's a mod. It replaces Isaac.
Huh.
And you get two items. You get a Spelunker's hat, which makes it so that you can see all the special, all of the hidden rooms. And you also get a pickaxe in the style of Toad Treasure Trackers.
I was kind of thinking of Minecraft there for a minute, but
No, it's like a Mario like pickaxe. Has like the Mario like stripe eyes. All the coins are also changed into the Mario coins. The bombs are changed into bombs. Well, the bombs that you can pick up anyway.
I see. So, like, are there a lot of modifications for this game?
Yeah, as far as I know, there are quite a bit of modifications. Yes. This being one of them.
So I wanted to ask you a bit of a random thing.
Yes.
Do you like ducks?
I fucking love ducks. They just go quack, and then you just listen to the beautiful sound of their face. So yes.
The beautiful sound of their face.
Have you ever seen a duck without like the beak?
No, that's a duck face. That's a meme.
No. What? I don't even get the duck face. It doesn't even remotely look anything like a duck.
That's why it's called a duck face, not a duck.
You fucking. I'm gonna be a funny little. I'm gonna be a sassy shit.
No, I just imagine you looking at the duck and being like, wow, you look. You hear so beautiful. What?
You hear?
But what I wanted to ask you is, this game is very easy to pick up and play because it's short rounds that will last like at the most 40 minutes.
Yes, unless you're Northern Lion, who apparently can last 1.5 hours, which I don't even understand.
But that's Northern Lion. Like he's just the oddball of the Binding of Isaac Let's Players. Being able to almost make 1,000 videos of the original game, not even counting rebirths.
I think it's at 360 now.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, there is no one that can keep up with him. That is ridiculous. Come on.
He kind of reminds me of a cousin that I have, who just only plays Mario Kart his entire day. That's all he does. Just play Mario Kart DS.
And I know plenty of people like that who just only play League of Legends, and I know someone else who only plays Dota 2.
I started playing Dota 2 again recently.
I don't like MOBAs.
I don't like them either, but I like just one character in Dota 2, which that character is like extremely overpowered, and I just like playing overpowered characters.
Well, I only liked one character in League of Legends, but I guess that's the basic way to go about those games. You just pick one character and stick with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing as this game is so easy to pick up and play, and like we generally have been playing rather short games, I myself seem to have trouble getting into very long games. For instance, like whenever I begin an RPG, I don't get very far into it because I just feel so demotivated knowing what's ahead of me and the amount of time I need to spend to actually get anywhere.
Yeah, I can
in that game.
that.
And often people are like, oh yeah, dude, like after 20 hours it gets really great. It's just the first 20 hours suck. And I'm like, dude, that's still fucking 20 hours.
No, you know what happens after the first 20 hours? There are two things that can happen in an RPG after 20 hours. You're still invested into the game, or you're just fucking bored by it.
But that's the thing, like I'm bored with a game after an hour.
If an RPG doesn't interest me in the first 5 hours, I'm just like, okay, goodbye.
Even then, like even then I'm seem to have trouble just staying concentrated and keep playing the game, which is weird because I don't really have that same issue with action games. I remember when like the Arkham games, when I first started playing Batman Arkham Asylum.
Yes.
And I got really invested into the game in like the first hour, and I spent my entire weekend just 100%ing that game.
Yeah.
And like afterwards I was done, but in that sense, like you can get invested so much in the game that you'll play nothing but that. But there's also that doesn't really seem to happen with long RPGs with me, such.
I mean, I know myself that I played like Majora's Mask. I like 100% completed that game in 2 days.
That's very decent. Like, I recently played it not in 2 days, but I got all the masks in I think 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, I got all the heart pieces. I got all the bottles. 6 bottles in the game.
7 in the 3DS version.
7? What? What the fuck? Just wow. Also, I forgot to mention...
So why do you have 7 bottles? What could possibly be in it? 7-Up.
Oh my god. Is that even a thing? In America land?
What, a 7-pack?
No. Like,
only for 7-Up.
Only for 7-Up. Yeah, it would make sense actually.
That's a joke, like I imagine you people as you people. No, that's a joke I imagine that gamers might make as a child. Like, oh, it's not a 1-Up, it's a 7-Up. I'm like, oh, very clever. A round of applause for you.
So what I forgot to mention is that with the Binding of Toad, you do actually look like Toad, obviously. It's a very well made sprite, actually. And every item that you pick up does change his appearance into Toad, so it's not as if you pick up an item and you turn back into Isaac. That's not how it works. So this guy did have to go through like every single aesthetic change that goes through your character when you pick up items and change the sprite. So I mean, like modding this game sounds easy because you mostly only have to change like sprites and change coding of items, but like you have to go through all of this, like every single sprite of the character.
On the other side of the spectrum, besides the character, like if you would modify enemies, that wouldn't be so much of a big deal since the sprite variation besides Isaac himself isn't that great.
No, the sprite variation between like enemies is mostly just like discoloration or just like a green version, so
it's totally different.
That's what they did in old RPGs. Still do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, they don't do it as much anymore, but they used to do it like a shit ton back in the day.
So actually, like a new game got released recently. Codename Steam.
Yes, I am actually pretty interested in that game.
Apparently, there's a bit of a polarizing opinion kind of thingy happening that some people really hate combat, and seeing like that's an RPG that's so heavily based on its combat. Like everything is about the battles. So if you don't like the combat, then you'll probably don't like that game.
Yeah.
But if you do like the combat, then you'll probably like that game.
Well, you know, like I've seen and I understand the problem with the combat, because you have to go through every single movement of the enemies as well, which means that sometimes you can't even see an enemy and the camera will just focus on a wall and you'll see it moving around a bit, and you have to go through every single movement. But
oh, spooky Berlin Wall.
I don't know. I mean, that was in the demo. I don't know if they fixed that before their full release, but I hope so, because it was one major gripe that I had with the game.
Apparently not.
Oh, okay. I guess the people...
Which kind of defeats the purpose of a demo, but oh well.
I mean, the demo was only one stage, so... Like
that is something that really annoys me about current gaming, and it's been mentioned in like several podcasts I listen to, but how games apparently there's a difference between a game being an alpha or a game being in quotation marks alpha. In the sense that like if it would literally be an alpha, then the only thing that would be happening as of then is the core game mechanics.
Yeah.
A game in alpha would be Super Mario Brothers, for instance, just a stage where you can run and everything is disorganized and just placed randomly to playtest.
Right, like the test stages that you can like debug in Mario 64.
Exactly, but games on Steam and early access are like, oh no, don't worry, it's an alpha, but it is actually like,
yeah,
much
they already made like the entire world of it. And, like,
they have already so many mechanics strapped onto them, but just to say like, oh, don't worry, it's an alpha, but then never actually finish the game. So
like Cube World,
they don't have to,
or DayZ, or any other fucking zombie game.
don't think. DayZ as a mod was really well done and very interesting. DayZ as a standalone title is the worst game ever. Like
DayZ as a standalone game was a no. Just no.
DayZ as a standalone game is a fuck you to the game industry.
And it was also what spawned the multiple, for instance, like Stomping Lands. Just
early access, everyone. Buy it before it's out.
Yep. And then you get those games that are like, yeah, it's free if you donate $10 to our company. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's totally free. So you mean it's just $10? No. It's free, but you have to donate to our company.
Oh, you mean it's free?
Right. Hey,
let
me just go play Shovel Knight, which is $10, and gets free DLC, which is just like new campaigns every fucking.
I feel like freaking. It's the same as a gamer girl being like, oh, I love Call of
Farmville.
Duty.
What?
Or in that sense that, like the terms alpha, beta, free to play and everything has just been changed to a different current meaning. I'm like, oh, so how a game being in beta should be a good thing. I'm like, no, that's not a good thing. It should be finished. And if it's not finished, then don't charge people for the beta.
Yeah, it's stupid. Oh my god, what's going on?
But I mean, we could blame the developers for this shit. But then again, they wouldn't be getting away with it if you, the people at home, that if you ever bought something in early access that turns out to stop working or something, or they stop developing it, you are the person to blame. So
yeah, and I mean it works the same with pre-ordering games. But then again, some. Well, you wanted to go on.
No, I just wanted to say fuck you to everyone watching.
Oh, okay, you know, when do you not? What I wanted to say though is that it's the same with pre-ordering, because I mean there are some pretty fucking shitty pre-ordering bonuses nowadays. Like, oh, you get a costume, and it costs, you know, to buy pre-order for extra costume for Ezio. Okay.
You get a manual, a digital one. I'm like, oh wow, great.
Yep.
So thrilled to read about a game.
And then,
know.
I mean, like, Nintendo tries at least with the dog tag. Or did you just get that normally anyway? With Smash Brothers.
Oh,
or did you only get
yeah, I got the dog tag.
Okay, and did you pre-order it or buy it?
I pre-ordered it at well, I don't think it's really Nintendo that's doing that. I just think it's the store brand. What else?
Well, no, I mean I got. Well, no, I know that some people in America got the dog tags too. So.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just a pre-order bonus. I mean, it's just like Nintendo. Whenever they do a pre-order, it seems to be like a pretty substantial one, like an at least alright one. At least not a fucking costume.
But also, like, I don't really mind a costume, but the annoying thing to me is, like, if you would give a pre-order bonus away, I don't want it to be game content, because that would just seem like you're holding things away from me that I would normally, that I should normally just get while if I buy the full game.
Exactly why I like the dog tag, because it's not a game thing. It's a physical item that you get with the game.
Mm-hmm.
Here I go again, totally fanboying over Nintendo, but I feel like I have good reasons other than YouTube.
I wanted to... You know what? I'm not even going to open that bag up. Fucking just look up Nintendo Creators Program and cringe.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to say about it other than that. Get your shit together.
There's nothing to say besides YouTube is not a bad thing.
No, it's probably gonna get...
Fucking morons!
There's two things that can happen with YouTube. Either it's gonna go away, or it's gonna become the new television, which is already becoming.
I don't even watch TV anymore.
I don't either. I watch YouTube, but I don't watch.
I guess because it's also a lot more personal. Like you have a very good.
Yeah, you have a good connection with the YouTube people. Or with TV, if you try to write to like a producer of a TV show, you might get an answer which says "fuck you, go away." But
I'm pretty sure you'll get an answer like that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm like, I like follow PewDiePie on Twitter, and with him being so big, you'd think that he wouldn't even like care about his fans. But I think the bigger he gets, he actually cares more, because he's like constantly asking what he should do, or like asking for help because he wants to do something funny for a video, and he's just asking people for help with it.
I just imagine like when you said like the bigger he gets. I mean,
No.
I'm just imagining him physically getting bigger and just becoming a giant, and like caring about his fans because he doesn't want to step on them.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that was gonna be one of the... Oh Jesus, what is going on in this stage? Okay, that was not fun.
Then he starts bro fisting cities. He starts bro fisting the Statue of Liberty.
I can see him doing that actually.
You can see him becoming a giant.
Well, no, do a video of that where like like one of his Fridays with PewDiePie videos where he just does crazy shit anyway. He just like edits that together with this green screen. Like I can see that happening.
Well,
Why do you pitch that idea at him on Twitter?
no. Like I already feel bad for his saying shit like that, because I realize my mind is like a cage of very disturbing ideas and Nicolas Cage faces.
Oh yeah.
That shouldn't be opened.
Always good. By the way, the pickaxe, you can, when you use it for a room, you just use it for the entire room and you never let go of it. But you can open up secret walls, you can break every single rock in the room if you do that too, so it's a great item. Which is why I have not changed it yet to any other item. He's a little beggar.
But like, what does this pickaxe specifically do?
Well, you basically hold it up, and then you just run around with it, and you can break rocks with it without having to use bombs. You can break walls with it without having to use bombs. It's pretty.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
So in that sense, you can just, in a way of trial and error, check every wall to see if there is a hidden door behind it.
Well, that's the thing. I have the Spelunker's hat on, which is another thing of this mod, is that you just have the Spelunker hat no matter what. And with that, you can see where the secret rooms are.
Wait, but this is a modification, though.
Yes. The modification makes it so that you start with those items.
And the modification isn't supported by the game itself, it was just created by a fan?
Yeah, it's just created by a fan. What is weird about this?
No, I was just thinking, like, if you're trying to do a legitimate Let's Play, then that would be considered cheating in some kind of way.
I guess, but it doesn't really change much. I've not really gotten that many good items from the.
Oh, you cheated! Calling you out right here on the internet.
I use emulators.
It's not making it better.
No, I know.
Just stop. Don't say anything.
I mean, I've said that multiple times in the Let's Plays. So I'm just like, well, you know, you're getting this beautiful quality. Because, what? Why do I not? Okay, I'm confused. I'm confused.
You're confused about getting beautiful quality?
Yes. No, I'm. And I have brimstone. Alright, it's time to fuck up some bitches. I'm gonna get this one. But no, I just like I use the emulators because one, my capture card is dead, and two, it's great quality, except for some N64 games.
I don't know what game did we play that was an N64 game that just started just exploding.
Paper Mario.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Paper Mario, yeah.
Yeah, the N64 isn't like the Project 64 emulator isn't a very good one. Or at least some games, you should just stay away.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's alright. It glitches out a lot. And some textures don't even appear. Like with Donkey Kong 64, you know, like the pads with like the numbers on them.
Yeah.
You can use to teleport. They don't show the numbers. Unless you're high in the sky. And it's just like, oh, okay. But what the where the fuck am I teleporting now?
Sesame Street hard mode.
Yes. Secret hard mode achieved. God damn it, why am I just dying left and right?
So, like, did you hear about that new roguelike game that got there's actually a
Darkest
quite
Dungeon?
yeah, that's actually quite on topic, seeing as that is an early access game done right.
Oh yes, it is definitely done right, and I really love it. From what I've seen, I haven't played it, but I would like to.
And is that also like a bit of a Paper Mario style of like type of game that you just put enemies against each other? But then with the permadeath feature.
Yes. And not like a story-esque story as Paper Mario has. Because I mean, I've noticed that most roguelikes just have very simple stories. And I mean, yeah, Mario has simple stories too, but they have like little tidbits into it. That isn't. Oh, never mind. Binding of Isaac story is pretty convoluted.
I'm actually like looking through Steam right now because I remember a game got released very recently, like I think yesterday, and they talked about the game having a permadeath feature, not for you, but you basically need to take care of AI, but if any of the AI die, they're like permanently dead.
That sounds like no fun.
Then I'm kind of looking what the... Oh, there it is.
That game better have some kick-ass AI then, because...
Yeah, that's true. I believe it is rather... like, the ratings for it were rather mediocre. I don't know if it's the AI, but apparently the game is rather bland in the ways you can approach your objectives. Even though it's a bit of an open world game, but...
It's like the
like
game.
I'll read the Steam page right here for a bit. The game follows the life of a mother lynx, starting as a pregnant animal, giving birth, and continuing into a journey of parenthood.
Oh, Shelter 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually seen that. Seems interesting.
Well, the game seems very nice, but apparently, like the way you will go about catching your prey or the game mechanics are rather limited, even though you have a variety of preys you can attack. But the way to go about catching your prey is apparently always run after them, and it doesn't seem to be that. It doesn't seem to be diverse enough to really.
Yeah.
Like to really showcase something. It's kind of hard to explain, but from my read of a review, it's just like it needs more diversity.
Yeah. I don't know, when one of my friends told me about it, it just sounded like you had one way to go about things and not really much freedom to it.
Exactly, even though that it's an open world kind of game where you'd imagine like as a wild animal you'll have all the freedom in the world.
I like how some open world games are more close-minded than straightforward games.
Yeah, exactly, like...
Link Between Worlds!
Oh, that you mean that how you're able to go to every dungeon,
yeah, except
basically.
for one.
But that is indeed a thing, like, I remember playing something like Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is so not an open world game.
It tries too hard to be.
No, like Far Cry 3 or Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, you get these missions, but like the only side quest you really care about is maybe hunting a bit some animals to upgrade your things with the materials you get from those animals. Other than that, you're just kind of directed to the story specific cutscenes, and you're not really able to do much in like a lot of interesting things. And the same was with Far Cry 2, how you're always able to do, besides the main storylines, you could do like a resistance story mission, even though that's completely useless since it doesn't really give you anything you need. So why would you even do that? Or you could do missions for the weapon merchant, which require you blowing up a convoy, and that's it. Like it's always blow up this truck that's driving at a specific location, and that's the only thing you can do besides the story missions. Maybe you can look for treasure or something, but that doesn't really matter if you bought a nice weapon from the merchant and you feel it works well enough for you. You can just stick to that for the rest of the game. In that sense, like even creating an open world isn't really interesting enough if the game doesn't allow you to.
Doesn't reward you enough for.
Then not only reward you, also like allows you to create your own adventure in a sense. It's not good to have a linear storyline in a game, in an open world game. Is what I'm basically trying to say.
No, I agree. I mean, my thing with Far Cry 3 was just that there were a lot of like side things for you to do, but they were all basically you had like a choice of like 3 side things that you could do, and they didn't even like reward you with much of anything. I mean, yeah,
exactly.
I mean they rewarded you with stuff, but it wasn't like as if you couldn't get that stuff in the normal story.
And like I think a good example of that is quite the opposite. A sort of semi-linear game, I'd say, or like semi-non-linear game. I think the term non-linear would be the best way to describe it. Dark Souls, because Dark Souls is not an open world game. Like if anyone tells you like that game is open world, that's wrong, because Dark Souls doesn't have a plane you can easily explore. It's rather a bunch of hallways that are connected to each other.
Right. Plus, there is an actual way that you have to go.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you the order in which you can do things in that game is very dependent on you, because you can go to the forest, you can continue down to the depths, or you can go to the church. It's really you can even go to the if you feel skilled enough, you can even go to the catacombs.
Wow.
So in essence,
wow. Do you realize that you just named like every single name of the stages in Dark Souls that you just named are also names of stages in this game. For a second I was confused what you were talking about.
What, the catacombs, the forest,
well, not forest, but like you said, like
the depths.
Then they said the church.
That's kind of interesting indeed. But I guess I really like that way. If done right, the Mega Man style of gameplay. How it might not be an open world game, but the way you do things is in a order that's like up to you. The problem with that is though that if you design a game like that, everything needs to be around the same difficulty. If not, you'll get situations in like for instance in Mega Man 2 where you're thinking like, oh, I'll start with Quickman or I'll start with Heatman first, and I'm like, no,
No.
don't. For the love of God.
You don't do Heatman unless you have Rush Jet.
Indeed.
Cause fuck the block part. Hey, I died.
And until next time, when
Yes! Till next time, where I try to look up how the fuck I get the negative. Because I apparently didn't get the negative this time, which is confusing to me.
divide by 0. Oh fuck!
Sometimes you think you're funny. And then, minutes later, you realize, I'm not funny. I'm not funny at all. I should just go and get the rope. Get a chair. Hang it on the wall. Position myself
Wait, hang the
perfectly.
chair on the wall? With the rope?
There's sad music here. I tried to go for something. Thanks.
Damn you, Newton!
Are you Isaac Newton? I don't know. Should have
I
told me.
wish. That would be freaking awesome if I was Isaac Newton.
You're the science guy now. No. He's not the science guy, whatever. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Next time I'll try to make progress. If anything to say?
No, that was it.
Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a dislike, leave a subscribe, leave an unsubscribe. Do whatever the fuck you want, because you're human, I'm human. We're all just human here, hey. Maybe you're a toad. Maybe you're a toad. What about toad? Toad. 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 Yes. So, whatever, do as you please, and see you guys in the next episode.